JMKM, oh yeah, that's him. 32.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Hope you are doing good. And I hope that everybody is doing good and that Y'all are having a good time, and I hope y'all are having a good holiday season so far. I know mine's been pretty good so far. I've been off of work as of today. Um, I haven't. Went into. I worked from home yesterday, and then today was my first day off, so I'm really enjoying that. I've been off of school since the 14th or since the 15th, so I've really been enjoying that. But I hope y'all are having a good holiday season so far, and I hope everything's going well for y'all and that everybody's healthy and ready for Christmas to on Sunday. Yep, Sunday. All right, but as you can see from the title of this stream, we're gonna be doing High Isle Part 2. Plus 1 million gold. I've finally reached 1 million gold. I will have reached 1 million gold in my bank. Uh, Finally, after I don't know how many years. Let's see. I bought this game back in 2017, so 5 years. Took me 5 years. Goodness gracious. Um, I say 5 years. 5 years of like barely playing, and I just reached um 1 million gold. So it's pretty exciting time. I'm really excited. I hope you are excited too. Let's go ahead and get started. Uh, and we'll open up um, Elder Scrolls Online and get started. But yeah, um, not too much news has been going on with me besides getting out of school for the semester and then being off of work. Uh, I'm gonna spend Christmas with my uncle um, and his family. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I just didn't. It was too expensive to go back home, so I'm not gonna be able to visit my family this year. But it's still gonna be a great time. Um, but let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and claim our daily reward, which is a new emote. And actually, before we go ahead and get started with that, we are gonna go ahead and turn this um daily task for event tickets in. Right now it's the New Life Festival, which is kind of like the Christmas festival in the Elder Scrolls Online. And so I did the task for it
Should have been
yesterday.
back by now. Captain
I'm
the
going the
prayer,
wrong way.
right?
That's what she said, but I
So
don't
we'll go ahead and turn this in.
Welcome back. Good food. The new life is about bread.
Okay. So I hadn't got that one. I got 7 out of 12, so I can't get the. I'm trying to get the Griffin, the Golden Griffin mount. I only need 3 more tickets, so I'll get that tomorrow. But let's go ahead and head to High Isle and Minos. And we'll go ahead and get started with that quest line. No daily um no daily stuff today. I just want to go ahead and get and jump in right after. I lied. I said we were gonna do it right now, but great. And need warm hands. Go ahead and do this. Get those two. And actually, what we'll go ahead and do, we will go ahead and go to. Oh, the bank's right here. Go ahead and go to the bank and get the 1 million gold. Let's go. 1 million gold. That's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Big drum roll. I can't do it, but I wish I had a drum roll sound. Let's see. Do I have? I don't think I have a drum roll. I guess I should have set this up. I'm really sorry about that. Um, let's see. see. Here we go. My alerts. Let's see. Do I have a drum roll? Oh, we don't. Okay, well let's find one. Drum roll. There we go. Let's see. I like that one. Okay. Okay. Well, we're gonna do this one, but we're just gonna play. So ready? Drum roll, please. Whoop. I guess I played it too early, but that's okay. Bam! 1 million gold! Let's go! That's awesome. I love it. Thank y'all for being here with me for that grand moment of reaching 1 million gold. That's really cool. This is the first time that I have ever gotten this much gold in this game, so it's a pretty great moment. I'm really excited for that. So it's a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get started with the quest. All right. So first we got to talk to Lady Arabelle Davo. Okay, let's see. Where am I going? Okay, going up here. Into the big castle. And I'm sorry if I look weird. I'm sat down lower because because I have a cabinet right here, and so if I put up the camera any higher, then it'll just cut it off. So that's if I'm looking like a praying mantis up here. It's because I have my chair like really down. It's a pretty interesting statue. Okay.
Good. You found my field office. I thought I'd keep an eye on the log while awaiting your report. My own investigations have turned up little about our missing ships. Tell me, did you uncover anything useful? Did the lighthouse keepers spot them?
After rogue knights darkened the beacon, the keepers spotted 3 ships before the storm rolled in.
The beacon? The locals revere that light. Who would dare offend Kinnereth in such a way?
Some really
Something is
evil
indeed
people.
wrong here. At least our missing ships reached these waters, but this storm worries me. Tell me more about the rogue knights.
It's the Ascendant Order. The inn's patron said they have been robbing people and attacking caravans.
The Ascendant Order, of course. I thought the
Of
rumors
course.
about rogue knights.
How did we not know that before?
But I'd hoped we'd seen the last of the Order at Sword's Rest. Tell me, did you learn anything at the Shallows?
Someone called the Ascendant Magus, I don't know, recruited salvagers to capture shipwrecked survivors.
It seems the Ascendant Order knew the ships would be wrecked, and they helped make sure by extinguishing the lighthouse beacon. They knew my cargo was coming to High Isle. This means the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild delegates are in danger too.
Wait, what does your missing cargo have to do with the delegates?
Ah, you caught that, did you? My missing cargo is more delegates for the conference.
How would I miss that?
Perhaps the most.
I mean, how would I not catch that,
But
even
I
though you
need
just
to
said it?
check on the guild delegates right now. They went to visit a druid
She-
named Ivana. Her hut lies to the west.
I feel like she has some part in this. My mic fell. But I don't know. Tell me about the guild
Valencia,
representatives.
You know, she created the invitation medallions.
Oh, okay, I do remember
As for
her.
Guild General Quentin, I only met him when he arrived. Seems to have a good head on his shoulders, but the war has cost him dearly. He lost his wife in a raid.
That sucks. Why is they send it to order here?
To disrupt the peace talks? It would be a grand stage for the Ascendant Order's message. Or they might plan to strike at the delegations. Influential voices from all 3 alliances will be here soon. A tempting target.
Who is the Ascendant Magus?
The Ascendant Champion Superior. When we defeated the champion at Sword's Rest Isle, we only defeated one of the Order's leaders. I've heard whispers about an Ascendant Lord, too. I can't imagine there are too many more of them after that.
Who is the druid the guild representatives went to visit?
Her name is Ravonna. She's something of a local apothecary. She uses her skill with herbs and healing to help the folk of High Isle. With the conference delayed, Valencia was curious about druidic magic, so off she went. Quentin decided to tag along.
All right, goodbye. Okay, let's go. So so what are y'all getting for Christmas? I kind of already got whatever I wanted. I got Pokemon Arceus. I don't know how to say it. And I got a couple other Pokemon games like Pokemon Sword and Shield. Or I got Pokemon Sword, and then I got Pokemon Scarlet as well. So, and I got year-long membership. So that's pretty much all I wanted for Christmas. I didn't really want anything else. I did want to see my family, but like I said, it was just way too expensive to get a plane ticket to where I'm from. And so I just wasn't able to go. But I get to go over to my uncle's, which is nice. So okay. What? That's not. There we go. Okay. Druid Ravana.
Greetings, traveler. Is there something I can do for you? Do you need a poultice or perhaps an herbal tea?
No, I don't need your tea. I'm looking for Guild Magister Valessa and Guild General Quentin.
Ah, yes. The curious
Ah,
mage and the
yes.
stern warrior. They stopped by. When I mentioned that rogue knights had been making the countryside dangerous, they decided to investigate. I told them where I'd last seen the knights, and they set out at once.
Where did you send them?
A clearing to the southwest. I'll mark the spot on your map.
Thanks.
I saw a band of the knights gathering there the last time I went out to gather herbs. They forced me to retreat without them. I warned Valencia and Quentin it might be dangerous.
Druids common on High Isle?
Oh, you'll find druids throughout the Sisters Archipelago. Not too many on the mainland, though. Long ago, we druids left Tamriel and its troubles behind us.
Interesting.
But here, our ancient ways survived.
Why did I can't read for some reason. Why did the Druids leave the mainland?
Our forebears among the Bretons believed civilization should live alongside nature, not tame it. In the early years of the Direni hegemony, they struggled for the soul of High Rock.
What happened?
They lost. Driven into exile, the Druids left to seek a place where they could live according to their beliefs. Their wanderings brought them to the Sisters.
Why are
The
people
followers
such
of the Word
turds in this
remained
game, man?
They walked a different path.
They
from the
freaking
Druids.
just kick everybody out of their own land. It's dumb. What exactly is a Druid?
We follow the old ways.
That
Some
doesn't
call
answer
us
my
priests
question.
of Ifre, but that is only part of our truth. We are children of the land, like the weird, guides and
Definitely weird.
teachers to those who live in harmony with nature. People were not meant to bow before crowns of metal.
What does that
Our
mean?
people, the Breton people, went astray when they forgot the ways of nature. Stone walls and empty titles separate folk from the true way. We help them remember what their ancestors once knew. Some circles see it differently, of course.
Circles, what are they?
Circles are fellowships of like-minded druids. Each
the
interprets
Fellowship of the
Ifre's
Ring.
will differently, but druids of the same circle share common traditions and goals. I belong to the Stone Lore Circle.
Stone
We
Lore
seek
Circle.
to teach others by the example of our work.
Are there other circles in the Sisters Archipelago?
Yes. Travel far enough in the archipelago and
I
you'll meet
totally
druids
said
of
that
the
wrong.
Eldertide or Firesong circles. Although the Firesong rarely leave their island, and you should be wary of the Eldertide. They do not like city folk or
So
mainland.
Fire Song is another DLC that comes with this one. I don't have it, but it's gonna be interesting if I do ever get it. And the DLC for the Blackwood is actually on sale right now. You can get all three for 3,500 crowns, but to buy that many crowns is like 34, or it's like almost $30, and I really don't want to, because I would spend more on the DLC for that than I would on this DLC. I spent 16, $17 on this. So I don't know if it's
The
worth
weird
it.
are
Let me know if y'all
witches.
think it's worth it.
They follow teachings and practices that share a common ancestry with the Druids. Whereas we left the mainland, they remained behind to safeguard the forests of High Rock.
And any other differences?
We have more in common than we have differences. The biggest that you would notice is that the Weirds are all female, while we Druids accept all genders in our ranks. And we
Bunch of
organize in
sexists.
circles of common beliefs, while the
Weirds.
Weird Sisters form covens.
Interesting. Goodbye. All right. I mean, if this doesn't look like a witch's thing, I don't know what does. Not a druid. Okay, let's find these people. But yeah, what are y'all getting for Christmas? I would definitely love to know, because, you know, Christmas just hasn't been the same since I've been a kid. I don't know if I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but it's not the same. I don't really feel, not that I don't feel the Christmas spirit anymore. It's just, it's different now because I'm older. It's just not as magical, I guess. Yeah, get wrecked. Killing all these fools. Yeah! Don't mess with the lightning! Okay, let's see.
Over here. I could use some help.
Could you now? What? How is that blocking my way?
Oh, my friend. How glad I am to see you again. This island is far more dangerous than I expected, especially after what just happened.
Tell me what happened.
Guild General Quentin accompanied me to visit Druid Ravana. When she told us about rogue knights in the area, Quentin was eager to investigate. It was the Ascendant Order. They overpowered Quentin and knocked me senseless. They captured Quentin.
Was Guild General Quentin injured?
I don't think so. The Ascendant Order was definitely trying to take us alive. That's the only reason I had the opportunity to throw up a shroud spell and avoid being captured myself. Did you come
Well, that's
here to
kind
find
of
us?
selfish. Lady Arabelle sent me to warn you that the Ascendant Order was targeting conference delegates.
And Ravana told you where to find us. Good. Now, we must rescue Quentin. I may have a way to find where the Ascendant Order took him, but we should get to safety first. Meet me back at Druid Ravana's hut.
Do you think the Ascendant Order followed you out here?
No. We came upon them just as they were finishing an attack on a caravan. But I assume they recognized us or decided our station warranted capture rather than elimination. But you came with a warning, didn't you? What did you find out?
The Ascendant Order sabotaged the lighthouse. We think they may have wrecked Lady Arabelle's ships.
Wrecked the ships?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Vivian, could they coordinate such a thing? Clearly, the Ascendant Order is aware of the plans for Lord Baccaro's conference. They're here in force and causing more trouble than we anticipated.
Any idea why they wanted to capture you instead of just kill you?
If they recognized us as delegates, there's all sorts of ways they could hold that over the conference. If they just assume we're rich nobles, ransom is always an option. But who can really say what those helmeted bastards are thinking?
What have you been up to since we last... What? I don't understand how that's relevant, but okay.
I've remained at Lady Arabelle's side since we delivered the invitation medallions to the delegates. I hope to help make sure their journey to High Isle proceeded smoothly. It seems the Ascendant Order is not so easily avoided.
What were you and Guild General Quentin doing out here?
I came to talk to Ravana about arcane and related topics, and Quentin decided to tag along. When Ravana told us about rogue knights, I feared it might be the Ascendant Order. Quentin wanted to investigate. Turned out I was right.
Oof. Okay. Ah, dang it. I don't want to do elsewhere DLC. We ride. I would, but I can't. Wait, there's something. Oh, wait. Ooh, wormwood. Yeah, I mean, so far, I think this is a somewhat good DLC. I haven't, like I said, I don't play any of the DLCs until I stream, so that way I can do the DLCs with y'all. But so far, so good, in my opinion. Ooh. Diet? Oh.
I understand, Valencia.
Oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Maybe it's because I woke up at 5 something this morning.
I owe you a debt of gratitude for coming to my aid. It seems once again that Lady Arabelle chose well. Now to see if I can find Guild General Quentin, and by extension, the rogue knights who carried him away.
How can you track Guild General Quentin?
Do you recall the invitation medallions I enchanted? Each delegate carries one, so I can trace my own magic to locate Quentin. Let me see. They moved northeast, across the loch. I see an abandoned chapel. Crypts. No question, Quentin is there.
If all the delegates have a medallion, can you use them to find the mission ships?
Lady Arabelle asked me to try as soon as we realized the ships were late. I wasn't able to make a connection with those medallions. Maybe they were too far away, or some other magic interfered with my scrying, but I wasn't able to detect anything.
Should we head directly to the abandoned crypts you saw?
No, we need to return to Lady Arabelle and share this information. Then we can mount a rescue for Guild General Quentin. I'll meet you at Lady Arabelle's little pavilion. What she calls her field office, I believe.
I'll meet you there. Let's go! Yeah! I can get there! Whee! Ooh, that wasn't good.
That sounds like a Bane chapel, but Valencia apprised me of the situation. I believe I know the place where she thinks they're holding Quentin. It must be the crypts below a Bane chapel on the northern shore of the loch. Will you accompany us on this rescue mission, my dear?
Nah. I'll help rescue Guild General Quentin.
Smashing. This will
Smashing!
be the time I pulled General Gautier out of a Reach stronghold during the border raids of 566. Now that was an adventure. Anyway, it's too bad Valencia couldn't scry the locations of the other missing delegates.
Mind if I ask you about the delegates that were aboard the missing ships?
I suppose you've earned the truth, and you certainly deserve my complete confidence.
Of course
The
they
Reach
carried
carried
them.
High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar, son of Yoren the Skald King. I dare say I've misplaced the leaders of Tamriel.
How dare you? The Alliance leaders decided to attend the peace talks themselves?
I warned them of the danger, and we took such elaborate precautions. Obviously, they weren't enough. If we find Quentin with the Ascendant Order, we may find our missing royals. Let's meet at the chapel north of the loch and see what awaits us.
I'll meet you there.
We'll rendezvous at a Bane chapel on the north side of the loch. I've already sent an operative ahead to scout the area. Be prepared to defend yourself. The Ascendant Order won't give up Guild General Quentin without a fight.
They're about to poop their pants when I'm coming. Okay, never mind. Whatever. What is this? What if this is a trap?
Whatever the situation, I won't abandon Quentin to his fate. Oh, that's good. Let me write that down. Besides, we have to risk it. Both to save Quentin and to see if we can learn anything about the missing Alliance leaders.
You think the Alliance leaders might also be there?
We know their medallions aren't there, but they could have lost them at sea. Regardless, if the Ascendant Order uses the chapel as a hideout, we may learn something about their plans. Or a clue as to where to search for the Alliance leaders, perhaps.
Tell me more about High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Princess Ernskar, even though I pretty
Not a
much know
student of
a lot
politics,
about.
my dear. I understand completely. They're the leaders of the alliances vying for the Ruby Throne. Well, Irene and Emmerich lead two of the alliances, Ernskar is the son of Yoren the
What
Scald. You
alliances?
poor dear. You must pay more attention to current events. Queen
Why
Iris
does
the
this make me
Old
look like I'm stupid
Emmerich, the
when
Devil
I'm literally a
Hunter.
part of this
And
war?
Ernskar represents the Ebonheart Pact, the opponents in the aptly named Three Banners War.
What are they fighting about?
It's complicated. The Ruby Throne sits vacant, and the Tamrielic Empire lacks an emperor. None of the alliances can stomach the idea that one of the others might win the throne. It's a wonder
That's
Bakaro
true.
and I got them to agree to these peace talks.
All right. Let's go. Finally get to explore somewhere other than this main part. Sorry, I saw an alchemy thingy right there. You know, I leveled up my freaking mount to like all the way, and I still feel like they run super slow for some reason. I tried like one of the horses yesterday, and it still felt like it wasn't running that fast.
There. It's open. Got any more locks you need picked? How about you, bless you?
Oh my goodness. That dude. Abhain. Chapel crypts. Generations of High Isle nobles. Okay, well. Let's search the crypts.
The exact location of Quentin's medallion. He could be anywhere in here.
Quentin is our priority, but keep your eyes open. Who knows what... Let's take a look around.
Let us take a look around. Ooh, 30 gold. What is this? The hour of your salvation is at hand. If you but have... What is... If you but have... Wait, what? If you but have the courage to seize it. We are the Ascended Order, Knights of the People, fighting on behalf of the common folk of all lands. Our enemies are those who seek to keep you in bondage, who hoard power and authority in all lands. We bring you the means to rise up against those who rule over you, so that you can rule up yourselves. You did not ask for this Three Banners War. It is a war started by kings and queens who are not satisfied with the lands they already control. The peaceful people of Tamriel suffer and die for their greed. You're doomed to water noble ambitions with your blood until you stand up and say, "This must stop." Only one path to peace and prosperity for all exists. We must overthrow the corrupt governments in all Tamriel nations. What harm have the people of High Rock done to the Argonians? What grievance do the Red Guards hold against Dark Elves? None and none. Why should you fight so that some greedy monarch can subjugate new lands and people? Stand with us, the Ascended Order, and we can put an end to the kings and queens who care not whether you live or die. Join us, and together we can change the world. Death to the empires! Alright.
Ascendant Order propaganda. Don't be taken in. They are not as benevolent as they want you to think.
Are you sure
No
about
sign
that?
of Quentin yet, though. We should keep going.
Let's see. As per the Ascendant Magus's instructions and accounting of the prisoners currently in our custody. Kayleen, Captain of Spearhead. Tuzo, Captain of Kamal's Bane. Saji, Captain of the Perfect Pounce. Guild General Quentin, Fighters Guild Delegate. Orders. Question the captains about what befall their passengers when they wrecked. They likely know when Aaron, Emmerich, and Inskar abandoned ship. The crypt south of the large burial chamber should provide Prove suitable as temporary prison. Keep the captains alive until we are sure they are of no more use. Execute any other captives. If they cannot tell us where the delegates are, they are only security risks.
The Ascendant Order has the captains of our missing ships. But where are the Alliance?
Yeah, for real.
We must rescue the captains and hope that Quentin is with them.
The heck out of here. Oh, just kidding.
Lady Arabelle.
Colleen, Zaji, Zuzo. Thank the Divines are all right. But where are the delegates?
Apologies, my lady. We lost our charges.
Zaji, it's not all right.
Not to spoil a reunion, but we're about to get company.
Jakar, free the captains. Friend, keep the Ascendant Order at bay. Buy us some time.
Where they at? Oh, there you are.
Stupid thing won't. Wait, got it.
Collect Valencia and get the captains to safety. We'll find Quentin. The Knights took Quentin away.
Let's find him. He's probably dead. Not gonna lie.
Jakan and the
I'm telling you, he's probably dead. I'm not gonna lie. I'm calling it. Calling it right now.
It's Quentin. Let's listen and try to figure out what's going on.
No time for listening.
The Order is trying to recruit Quentin? We have to put a stop to this.
I wonder if Quentin becomes like the leader. Come on. So slow.
Here is your chance, Quentin. Stop these fools and strike a blow for the people.
Oh. He turned evil.
But I have made my choice.
For the Ascendant Order!
We can't allow the General to stop us.
Yeah, get wrecked.
That was a bit of a warm-up.
The heck out of here. Dang it. Probably wasn't supposed to leave. Oh well. don't know. It's nice.
I didn't expect Guild General Quentin to turn on us, and I certainly didn't desire his death. It seems sympathy for the Ascendant Order is more widespread than I knew. We must be cautious, particularly with whom we choose to trust going forward.
You think some of the others may turn on us?
Do I expect it? No. But that doesn't mean we should let our guard down. This venture wasn't a complete failure, though. We rescued the captains of our missing ships. We need to find out what happened at sea and what befell the Alliance leaders.
Where did Jarkin and Valencia take the captains?
To Mandrake Manor, my home in Gonfalon Bay. I'll mark it on your map. Jakar and Valencia and I have been using my townhouse as a base of operations. I'm confident that it is as safe from the Ascended Order as any other location we might choose.
Why is it called Mandrake Manor?
Oh, the name comes from a book I'm rather fond of. I bought the manor to serve as my home in retirement, and I keep a few mementos of my career there. Meet me there, my dear, and we'll see what our rescued captains have to say about all
Meet you at the
this.
Gonfalon Bay. What the heck? Whee! What is it? Ooh, a clam. Take that. Ooh. There's some nen root somewhere. I don't know where it is, though. There it is. Yeah. Take that. A big old hermit crab. Doo-doo-doo. Gotta get to the front. Yeah, but I'm excited for Christmas though. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Can play some board games and eat some really good food. So excited. What food do y'all like to eat around Christmas? To me, I can't really remember what we ate regularly at Christmas. I know that's kind of weird to say, but I really can't remember. Maybe turkey. I think we did turkey again, kind of like Thanksgiving, but I could be wrong.
Ah, there you are.
Ooh.
Go inside and talk to Captain.
Problem,
Khalil.
Sarah?
Find out what happened at sea.
Okay.
I need a moment to collect my thoughts.
No, you don't. You need a moment to do bad things.
Zaji is glad to see you, Walker. But there will be
Wait a
no
minute.
reunion with the perfect.
I feel like
house.
I've met him
She is
before.
gone. This time for good. The terrible storm was the end of her. And that is not the worst of it. Zaji has lost Queen Irene and Casca too.
I feel like Casca is the thing that kind of like I have the cinch Khajiit, or I can't remember what they're called.
Zaji must admit he was sleeping in his cabin when the storm hit. He woke up.
I
with
feel
cold
like
water, climbed into bed
he's a
with him.
character. He's one of the
Next thing Zaji knows,
NPCs.
being fished out of the sea by strange knights. I'm saved, Zaji thinks. Then they tied me up.
You were finished out of the water by the, or you were fished out of the water by the Ascended Order.
The annoying knights, yes. Zaji heard the commander talking. The Lord, they called him. He was angry the Alliance leaders did not wash ashore with Zaji. Zaji did not see the Lord's face, but he spoke like a Breton noble. Zaji could hear it.
What about Queen Irene?
Zaji lost Queen Irene and first made Casca too.
Because he's
The wind and the
a
waves
character
must have carried
in
him
the
somewhere else.
Elsewhere
Lord and the
DLC
mates,
too,
the
I feel
Order's
like.
leaders. They swore to comb every beach until they found her. And the others too, Zaji supposes.
Goodbye.
I thank you for my rescue. I do not think the Ascendant Order had any more use for me. Once they
Then you would've
realized I
died.
could not tell them what became of Prince Ernskar, they dragged me back.
Do you
to
remember
their
what
cell.
happened out at sea?
I remember it like the ripples in my favorite pond. A storm blew up without warning. My ship was driven onto the rocks near Aminos and broke apart. All were cast into the sea. When we reached shore, those rogue knights grabbed us.
What happened to Prince Ernscar?
I did not see what became of him. He might have been trapped in the part of the ship that was swept away. Or maybe the currents carried him to a different part of the shore. Or he might have drowned. I know that many of my crew did.
Sorry. That's pretty intense.
Funny. First time we met, you were the one fished out of the water.
Yeah.
Look at us. I owe you a great debt. And I owe Dockmaster Arnold a debt of a different kind. I visit High Isle often, and I thought he was a friend. Bah.
Can you tell me what happened out at sea and how you wound up in the crypts?
An armored mage and a gang of ruffians were waiting at the shallows. They clubbed down all who made it ashore. Dockmaster Arnold showed up, and I thought we were saved. But the mage, a Brent noble by his voice, paid him to walk away and leave.
Back up. What happened before you Back up. What happened before you washed ashore?
We were nearing landfall when a huge storm swept out of nowhere. I looked for the light at Gonfalon Head, but the lighthouse was dark. We were blown off course, crashed upon some rocks. I lost sight of High King Emmerich, but somehow made it to shore.
You know where High King Emmerich and the other leaders are now?
I'm not sure. I didn't see any of the royals when I waded ashore, and I was the last one from my ship to make it to the beach. The tide turned as I swam in, and no one was washed up after me. I'm afraid you won't find the High King at the shallows.
Over here, dear. We have much to do. I adore this view. Isn't
Oh,
the
that's pretty
Colossus
intense.
a wondrous sight? Still, gazing upon it does nothing to quell my anxiety. Somehow the Ascendant Order learned not only about our secret peace talks, but that the Alliance leaders were going to attend.
I feel like she is a double agent who's working with the Ascendant Order, portraying that she's working against them. She is the one who orchestrated all this, and she's behind it all. And they're like she's like the big head, whereas the Ascendant Order leader is like her pawn. I feel like that's how this is going to turn out. I could be wrong, but if I'm calling it right now, I'm just saying I called it. At least they don't have High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernscar yet.
And neither do we. We're not even sure they're still alive, but we must hope. Your help has been invaluable thus far, my dear, and you've earned every piece of gold in this pouch. We'll find the Alliance leaders and unmask the Order. We have to.
I could be wrong, but that's why I'm very skeptical after what happened in the Blackwood DLC after we were portrayed. So now I feel like I'm gonna be portrayed every single time.
Just as the Colossus watches over Gonfalon Bay, I was supposed to keep the Alliance leaders safe. I failed in that.
Nice.
But at least they are
Getting
into
them
the
champion
Ascendant Order's
points.
hands. Not yet, anyway. What did Captain Colleen and the others have to say, dear?
The captains believe the Order's leaders are Breton nobles, and the delegates didn't wash ashore.
Breton nobles? Yes. We heard that as well when the Ascendant Lord and the Magus were speaking in the crypts. That's something to go on. And if the Alliance leaders didn't end up in the shallows, we'll need to look elsewhere. What else, dear?
Captain Colleen saw the dockmaster accept gold from Magus when they captured
Well,
her.
that's a lead we can investigate. I'd like to have a chat with Dockmaster Arnold about that and a great many other things. I detest being lied to, and he did it with such conviction.
There's a ship.
You're still on retainer, dear. Would you care to join me?
I'll help you interrogate Dockmaster Arnold.
The Dockmaster's home overlooks the harbor to the west. Jakan and I will meet you there. First Quentin, now this. I hardly know who to trust. Times like these, I take a moment to contemplate the Colossus in the harbor.
Tell me about the
Perhaps
Colossus
clear
in the
my
harbor.
thoughts. That's one of the wonders of the archipelago, dear. The locals are very proud of their statue. Even a few of them know the real story behind who it represents. I like it as well. One of the reasons I bought the manor.
Who does it represent?
Such a spectacular. The Colossus of Gonfalon Bay is Baron Admiral Bendu Olo, though most on the mainland would know him as the Colovian King of Anvil. He formed the All Flags Navy around 2260 in the First Era to
Wow.
gain vengeance against the Slode for the Thracian Plague.
The All Flags Navy?
The largest allied naval force in Tamrielic history. Ships from every nation and province participated, and many of the vessels were built right here on High Isle. The fleet launched from here
It's like a pirate
and rained
type
destruction
thing.
upon Thras for their treachery.
What does this have to do with finding the missing alliance leaders?
Nothing, my dear, but you asked. Lord Baccara selected High Isle for the peace talks
I hate
because
when I
of
ask
that
stupid
history.
questions.
The All Flags Navy recalls a time when disparate people united in common cause. He hopes to inspire the delegates to do the same.
Interesting. That's a big old freaking statue, man. If you can see it from here, that's pretty far off the coast, too. Alright. Where are we headed to next? Whee! Wait a minute. I think this is dead end. Up here. Dang it.
Needs help.
Yeah. And I'm so excited. We reached 17 followers. Thank you so much to all who followed me. I really appreciate it. Your follows are really, really appreciated. I thank y'all so much. Hopefully we can make it to 50 so I can become an affiliate. And I can start doing channel points, which will be really cool. I'm really excited for that, so...
Place is a mess.
I imagine the Ascendant Order ruffians loitering outside had something to... Someone planning to depart doesn't... A few drops of dried blood. The Ascendant Magus did bribe the Dogma. Nothing packed, food left on the table, and signs of a recent scuffle. I think it's safe to say Dockmaster Arnaud found that his Ascendant Order friends weren't entirely satisfied with their arrangement. They've obviously spirited him away.
Why would the Ascendant Order kidnap Dockmaster Arnold when they already bribed him?
The Dockmaster ignored the wishes of the Ascendant Magus. Captain Colleen saw Arnold collect another payment at the lock. I suspect he got greedy. And once he proved he wouldn't stay bribed, well, he became...
How would you know that unless you were in the Ascendant Order? Where do we go from here?
The Ascendant Order's throwing around a lot of coin on High Isle. If we follow the gold, we'll find someone with wealth and local influence behind this. Another clue that a High Isle noble is involved.
You!
Perhaps they want to keep the war going.
Why would anyone want to keep the war going?
Profit, of course. That's what it always comes down to. Lord Bacaro should be able to tell us which nobles stand to lose if the war ends. Go to Steadfast Manor, northwest of the city. I'll have Jakarn look for the Dockmaster and then meet you
Do you
there.
think that anyone else is secretly working for the Ascendant Order?
Almost certainly. As I said, we must be
You,
careful
lady,
about whom
you
we
are working for
trust.
the Ascendant Order.
It
I'm
is a
telling you.
concern, but it
I'm
can
calling
also
it.
work to our advantage. Gold only buys loyalty for so long, and I suspect our adversaries are not as organized as they appear.
Why do you say that?
We know their opening move didn't go as planned. They were interrogating the captains to try to find the missing alliance leaders. Now they've taken the Dockmaster, who would have been more useful to them where he was. They don't trust each other.
Do you think Dockmaster Arnold knows where the alliance leaders are?
I doubt it. If Dockmaster Arnold knew where the alliance leaders were, he would have happily sold that information to the Ascendant Magus in exchange for his freedom. We know he didn't because the Order is still looking for them.
You'd think a group that claims to want to end the war would want the peace talks to proceed.
I suspect the Order wants power, not peace. When the throne is vacant, Your prospects of becoming emperor suddenly seem a good deal more promising.
True.
That sort of prize might tempt a noble with just
Mage!
ambition, gold, and imagination.
What is up, mage? Hello, everyone. If you're just joining the stream, we're currently doing the High Isle chapter of the Elder Scrolls Online. So, and I made 1,000,000 gold and put it in the bank for the first time. It took me 5 years, but you know what doesn't. But right now, we're at the dock master's house, who allegedly knows what happened with some ships that were carrying some important people to High Isle for some peace talks. But we're in his house right now. He's not there, so we're wondering where he's at. We're going to find him. So, and you think Lord Backrow can point us at the most likely suspects?
Lord Baccaro worked diligently to bring the peace talks to High Isle. Not everyone thought that was a good idea. I'm curious as to who opposed him and why. Better yet, he won't voice suspicions without good cause. We can rely on his discretion.
Goodbye. Okay, let's go. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Collect this wood real quick. I love how we can just ride right past enemies. They don't even know we're there. Okay, let's see how far away this is. Oh, it's pretty far. But we'll at least get to explore a little bit more of High Isle and be able to see a little bit more stuff. Hopefully there's another way shrine over there. What in the world is that? Fawn Brute. That looks creepy as crap. Starting to get hungry. I don't know about y'all, but it's lunchtime here for me, so I'm a little bit hungry. Might take a break for a little bit and then come back. Not in the stream, but just go make some lunch real quick and then come right back within the next comment. Nice, there's another way shrine. This one popped right next to where we need to go. Nice. Whee. No.
I want to help, Lady Arabelle.
Hey, bro.
Asks about the nobility, while 2 of my retainers are missing. The Society of the Steadfast will do whatever is necessary to keep its people safe. She mentioned the Ascendant Order might be involved. Do you think that's possible?
We know the Ascendant Order has been attacking people all across High Isle.
Yes, I understand that you and
all across High Isle, meaning that one little town right on the beach.
But they have no honor. Will you do as Lady Arabelle suggested and look for my retainers? I would consider it a personal favor.
Where were your retainers headed?
I sent Grenier and Denise to retrieve a shipment from the Navir docks, but I expected them back ages ago. They were traveling the road to the south.
Interesting.
I pray no evil befell them.
I'll
the
look
supplies
for.
we can lose, but good people are irreplaceable.
I'll look for your missing retainers.
Thank you, my friend. I'll confer with Lady Arabelle while we await your return. I'll tell her everything I know about the nobility of High Isle. If she thinks that will help.
Sorry, excuse me.
Peace would be hard to achieve, but I never expected a war.
War is always the answer, dang it! According to these people in Tamriel, freaking war is all over the place. There's never peace. Woo! Nice. What in the world is that thing? Okay. Definitely don't want to go near that. Okay, those look creepy. Like, look at those things. Like, what is that? It's like a deer, but a minotaur thing? What is it? What are you? It is. It's like a minotaur, but it's a deer minotaur instead of a bull. What the heck? Ugh, that sounds weird. Get out of here. Yeah. Uh-oh. They're dead. Where finds this ambush? Knights in unmarked livery. No house emblems. They are waiting for us. Tried to fight, but they were too many. Denise got away. She ran south, but 2 of those murderers chased after her. The rest looted our wagon. Don't understand. Bacaro was sure the road to Castle Navir was safe. Can't hang on much longer. Tell my torn clothing. Where? I love how like the tree is fallen. Oh, because look at that! There's a bear scratching his back on a tree stump. I love it. Look at this. This is beautiful. Dang it. Person scared away. That is some high quality environment stuff right there. Whee! Is that a whale? What kind of whale is that? Breakwater cave discovered. Oh, it's a delve. Let's do this. An Arnog. It's like a dog, but it's ornery. So it's an Arnog. Take that. Stupid imps. Hate imps. A real viper. A reef viper, not a real viper. What the heck? Give me all your goods. Hadaloid peeler. This is some Pirates of the Caribbean stuff right here. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tag you. Please forgive me. That's not. Ugh. Coral Hotch Mota. Ow! That wasn't very nice. Die! This way. Get wrecked. You habaloid healer thing. What the? You ain't safe. The ornery dogs. Yeah, let's see if we can find whatever we're looking for in here. Nice. Ooh, a lead. Well, they're all dead. Night Ritual. Tomorrow morning, a wagon escorted by 2 Society of the Steadfast retainers will travel to Steadfast Manor from the docks at Castle Navir. Take your knights and set up an ambush along the road, and you are to kill the 2 retainers, a man named Grenier and a woman named Denise. They have seen things they should not have seen and must be eliminated. Confiscate the wagon's load for use by the order. Any other spoils are yours to keep. But remember, the retainers are your mission, not the supplies. There are several good spots to conceal your knights between Castlevere and Steadfast Manor. I'm sure you will pick a suitable site. The Ascendant Magus. Alright, well, or Denise. Back to the manor. I wonder if there's a... There's normally a sky shard here, but I don't know if there is one in here. Which kind of sucks, because I like the sky shards, because they give me new stuff. Ooh, a chest. Let's unlock it. See what we get. That'd have been so funny if all these were the same height. Not the worst, but not the best either. That's okay. Okay, how the heck do we get out of here? Oh, nice. Ah, you mean I could have turned right and gotten to that stuff like way quicker? That's garbage. I'm kind of PO'd. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I'm not in here, but I just wanted to say I appreciate y'all being here with me today. I finally am able to stream now that I'm not so busy with work and school. So we're, like it said in the title, we're streaming the High Isle chapter of the Elder Scrolls Online, and I reached 1 million gold in the Elder Scrolls Online, which is a very big feat for me because I've been working on that for 5 years. It's taken forever, but I finally reached it, so it's very exciting for me, at least. I don't know about y'all, but it is exciting for me. And so right now we're heading back to Lord Bacaro because he sent out some retainers to deliver some stuff or to get some supplies back from the docks, and they ended up being killed. So now we're going back to tell them, like, hey, your retainers have been killed. This is what we found out. So yeah. Pretty good DLC so far. It's kind of reminding me of like a Pirates of the Caribbean type playthrough, and so I like that. I know a lot of people don't really like pirates, but I mean, I say pirates. The scenery and the mood is kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, but it's to deal with knights rather than pirates. And so that's kind of a weird twist, but it's pretty good so far. So I'm enjoying it so far. It's really good. All right, let's see.
You return alone?
Yeah.
I take it the news is not good.
No.
Grenier and Denise were not just retainers. They were friends.
They always say that. They weren't friends. Don't lie to me.
And so shall I. Please, tell me what happened.
Your retainers were killed. I found these orders from the Ascendant Magus.
Grenier and Denise were helping arrange a banquet at Castle Navir. Then they were to collect the supplies and return here. What could they have seen that would cost them their lives?
I
banquet is just
I have my theories. My theory is they saw the Lady Arabelle, or whatever her name is. They saw her. She was like, I can't have this. So she sent the knights, take them out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. So Grenier wrote this note before he died. He tried to fight back.
Ascendant Order, plundering Steadfast supplies and killing our retainers. Damn. It was brave of Grenier.
You sound so tore up about this.
The supplies weren't worth their lives.
We suspect a wealthy noble may be funding the Ascendant Order.
So Lady Arabelle informed me.
I think it's Lady
I
Arabelle.
hesitate to accuse anyone.
Just say it.
Perhaps you should join me at Castle Navier. All the nobles of High Isle will be there, and if my retainers did see something at the castle, perhaps you can determine what that was.
All right, I'll meet you at Castle Navier.
Duchess Elea of House Dufort is hosting the banquet. She's decided to go ahead and throw the party, even though our guests of honor are still missing. Go to Castle
Suspicious.
Navier's courtyard. Introduce yourself when you arrive. Be discreet.
I am never discreet, sir. That's not who I am. Why hold the banquet without the guests of honor?
Duchess Elea wants to project confidence, especially in light of the current situation.
But see,
travel swiftly
okay.
to the archipelago.
They always do that to throw you off the scent. They're like, oh, this person's still doing this, even though this thing happened. And it's never them. Never that person. So I know it's not that person. I feel like it's going to be Lady Arabelle because I don't know, she seems very suspicious to me. I'm just saying. Lady Arabelle mentioned that some of the nobles oppose the peace talks.
Ridiculous. No one opposes peace.
That's what I'm saying.
Just that some of the nobles questioned if this were the right time and place. Duchess Elea, for example, didn't want to bring the mainland's troubles to High Isle.
I'm just saying, it's not that. It's not Duchess Elea. If it is, I'm wrong, and I will never be suspicious of anyone again. But from seeing the Blackwood DLC being betrayed, I am like 80% sure that Lady Arabelle is the bad person in all of this. Did anyone else feel that way?
Count Leonard of House Mornard enjoys brisk profits by supplying all sides in the war. He doesn't want that to end too abruptly, especially not in a way that makes Elea and House Dufort look good. He detests that she decided to host the talks.
It sounds like House Dufort and House Menard are rivals.
Rivals and partners.
Very
House
astute
Menard
observation.
builds its wealth on trade. They rely on House Dufort ships to carry their goods. But the two families have long vied with each other for primacy. The Mornards resent the fact that the Duforts rule.
Tell me more about the society of the steadfast.
My family has always believed that wealth is meant to foster good works. When the three alliances went to war, I made the decision to do whatever I could to help common folk caught in their violent wake. So I started the society.
Now that he says that, so the Ascendant Order are the order of knights that are there to help free the common folk people from the people who are ruling over, such as the Three Banners like the Three Banners War. There's three different people that are ruling over it. They want to free them from those people so that common people don't keep dying, which I mean is a good thing. You shouldn't allow common folk people to die just for a cause that you feel like is okay, but is really not okay. Just because you want to be the ruler over the entire area. That's not okay. What he just said is exactly the same thing that the Ascendant Order strives for. And he is in a society of the steadfast. So this could be a cover for the Ascendant Order, because they want the same things, but they're called different things. So I feel like Lady Arabelle is still the bad person behind all this, but he could somehow be involved because of the Society of Steadfast. He's dressed like a knight, for goodness sakes. So I'm just saying, I don't know. And I'll make a wager. So if I'm right, well, first off, if I'm wrong, I'll come up with something that I have to do, okay, to make this interesting, to make this more interesting for everybody. And I'll actually let chat decide that. If I'm wrong, y'all get to decide what I have to do. Now, I'm not doing anything like I'm not doing anything illegal, okay? I won't do that. I'm not cutting my hair because I'm growing it out for a specific reason. But whatever y'all say, I will do. Now, if I win, I don't know. We'll come up with that. But if I'm wrong, then chat gets to decide what I have to do. But this is my theory. Lady Arabelle has been behind the entire Ascendant Order. She's playing this facade that she's like, oh, I'm against it, and da 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 this, but she knows way too much for her own good. And she those two retainers saw her talking with the Ascendant Order. Therefore, she's like, okay, I gotta kill her. Well, I feel like now, Laura, now that since she's good friends with Lord Baccaro, he knew, and so he allowed that to happen. He sent them there for the supplies for that specific reason, so they could be offed, so nobody would find out. Now he has a Society of the Steadfast, which is the same. It goes towards the same goals as the Ascendant Order. Now I feel like he is entangled in the Ascendant Order with the Ascendant Order, and the Society of the Steadfast is just a cover up. So that's my theory. If my theory is wrong, then chat can just decide what I have to do. But if I'm right, then we'll figure something out. So what does the society do exactly?
We're not a religious organization per se, but we do take inspiration from the teachings of Stendar.
Stendar.
We establish healing centers and other works to show compassion and mercy to those touched by this terrible war. Soldiers and commoners both.
And you do that here on High Isle?
We're a small society that mostly works near the battlefields of Cyrodiil. I did turn a portion of my estate on High Isle into a healing center. We bring the badly wounded here to recuperate. The peace talks naturally grew out of our other efforts.
Vicious.
It's a shame the Ascendant Order got to Lord Baccaro's retainers.
Oh, yeah.
What could they have seen that warranted their deaths?
I know what they saw.
We'll learn more at Castle Navir. Although I'm certainly not in the mood for a party.
Lord Baccaro said several nobles will be in attendance.
And our missing guests of honor will no doubt be the main topic of discussion. This is a chance to listen, as well as ask questions. Make sure you speak to Alea Dufort, Demar Dufort, and John Menard. They'll be the most important nobles present.
Do you suspect them?
Until we know more, I suspect everybody. But if any of the nobles are...
How do you know it's not me?
Order, I think it likely that it's one of the grand families of High Isle. That means House Dufort or House Menard. Either way, we'll know more soon.
Who are Alea Dufort, Demar Dufort, and John Menard?
Alea is the Duchess of House Dufort, and nominal ruler of High Isle. Demard is her brother and a count. John Menard is the highest-ranking noble of House Menard, currently on High Isle. He's Count Leonard's cousin, representing house interests here.
Okay, let's go. I'm just saying, it's off. And then too, I could be totally wrong, and they're doing it just to be like, to take your scent off, take my scent off of what's really going on. But I think that's what's going on. I could be wrong though. Okay, let's get to this place. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Whee! Guess we gotta go across this bridge. Ooh, there's a way shrine. Get it real quick. Nice. Where the heck did the bridge go? Oh, there it is. I hope y'all are having a good Christmas season. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, I hope you're having a great holiday season. Mine's been pretty good so far. Today's my first day off of work, so, and I have the rest. up until the 2nd of January off of work, and then the 4th of January off of school. So I'm wanting to do a lot of streaming in between now and then, so that way I can get the High Isle DLC done, or the High Isle chapter as they call it done. I'm not sure if I'll do that, if I'll be able to. I'm hoping I will, but just because my wife wants to do stuff, I want to do some other things and things like that. I might not get to it, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get it done. Going through.
Do you still prefer a Russefeld Red, my lady?
Oh. Okay, let's talk to these people.
Introduce yourself to the nobility.
I don't believe we've met. John Monard. A pleasure. My family is in shipping. We import goods from the mainland and send wares from the archipelago to markets in Tamriel. You're the investigator working with Lady Arabelle, aren't you?
That's right. I'm helping Lady Arabelle. How did you know?
The Duchess explained everything to the court just before you arrived. If Lady Arabelle had consulted us, things would be different. We know what hazards await careless captains making the approach to High Isle. Her ships were simply unprepared.
Hazardous seas didn't wreck those ships. The Ascended Order did.
Don't tell me you buy into this Ascendant Order nonsense.
Again, they're doing that to take me off of the Ascent. I know what's right. Dang it.
It's a ruse, my friend.
No, sir. You are the ruse.
The flawless name of House Dufort. Oh.
You don't seem to think very highly of House Dufort.
Alea gained her station by currying favor in High Rock. Then she made a show of backing Lord Baccaro's steadfast society. But ruining the peace talks and getting heads of state killed, blame must be placed. And she'd never fall on that sword herself.
Why are House Menard and House Dufort at odds?
My family ruled the archipelago for generations, but the Duforts were never happy in our shadow. They spent years poisoning the court against us. And when my uncle Avreep quietly supported King Rancer a few years back, it paid off for them.
What do you mean?
The High King stripped my uncle of the ducal title and gave it to the Duforts. It was an outrage, really. We took no part in Rancer's war. At least the Duforts didn't get everything they wanted. We kept most of our holdings, and it eats at them.
Are you in charge of House Menard?
Goodness, no. That honor falls to my cousin Leonard, and he can have it. I wouldn't want the responsibility. No, I'm content managing our affairs here on High Isle. I leave the larger concerns of the business and house to my cousin, the Count.
The Count. Noble stuff.
Such a waste. I have little patience for the vanity of our noble houses on the best of days. Right now, I'm sure we all have better things we could be doing. I suspect you agree. You're the one assisting Lord Baccaro and Lady Arabelle, aren't you?
That's right. I'm helping Lady Arabelle. You're well informed.
I try to keep up on matters of state, but I confess, Alea told us all about you. I am Count de Mard, the Duchess's brother and court mage of House Dufort. Tell me, has your investigation uncovered news regarding a sudden storm that appeared recently?
Yes, we think it might have caused Delegate's ship to
crash. A hypothesis that matches my own. While my sister chases bandit knights across the countryside, I wonder about the druids who make the wild parts of High Isle their home. They have little love for civilized culture. They could be.
What did the druids have to do with the storm?
I don't think that storm was natural. The druids wield old magics and consort with spirits. It is well within their abilities to summon such a tempest. They mostly keep to themselves, but I suspect a ruse. Those are your culprits, mark my words.
Alright, you said you're the court mage?
Magic is the legacy and heritage of the Breton people. Oh, I spent my time mastering the sword and knightly pursuits in my youth, but I believe that a true Breton must study both halves of our nature, and perhaps the ways of the druids, too.
What do you mean, both halves?
We Bretons trace our ancestry to Needs and Elves who intermingled during the early history of High Rock. Therefore, spellcraft is in our
Yeah, because they're like a descendant. They're descendants of like half-elves. And so that's why they're Bretons. That's why the Bretons are really good at magic. So do all Breton noble houses have court mage?
No. Some have forgotten our traditions.
No.
Were it not for my talent, I doubt my sister would bother with a court mage. She sends me to look after Dufort interests in ports across Tamriel, rather than making full use of my arcane skills. A pity.
A pity. Okay, let's go. To the last noble, Alea. There she is. Noble gatherings. I can't stand them.
Arrived, Duchess. He brought that Lady Arabelle with him.
What you mean, fool?
Welcome to Castle Navir.
Ugh.
Lady Arabelle.
Oh, I hate her voice!
Then you know these festivities are only for appearances' sake. Our guests of honor have yet to be found. Rest assured, I intend to bring the radicals behind this plot to justice.
You're aware that it's in order?
I'm aware of most things that happen on my isle. It's true we
Duh.
didn't connect reports of mysterious knights to the Ascendant Order until recently. But now that we know they are one and the same, we'll quickly bring them to heel.
Is there anything you could tell me that might help us find the Alliance leaders?
I suggest that you and Lady Arabelle leave this matter in our hands. My knights have
Leave
already
this.
pinpointed
Oh.
several sites where
Have you
the Ascendant
now?
Order-
Because it seems
They are
that
scouring
people
the
are
High
still
Isle for
dying
innocent guests,
because
even
of
as we
you.
speak.
We have reason to believe a High Isle noble may be funding the Ascendant Order.
Which is why I prefer to handle this discreetly. I suspect House Mornard is behind this. They profit greatly from the war, and they still hold a grudge against my house for overshadowing their own. Frankly, I put nothing past them.
Tell me more about House Menard.
One should be careful when talking about one's neighbors. Still, Count Mornard's dislike of my family is well known. Years ago, his father backed King Ronser of Shornhelm in his dispute with High King Emmerich. Emmerich did not forget it.
What did High King Emmerich do?
He punished Avreep Mornard by stripping him of his ducal title and granting it to my father instead. The Mornards remain counts, with holdings and estates throughout the Isles.
But
the Duforts are now the Dukes of the Sisters.
Tell me more about House Dufort.
My family builds ships. Our shipyards construct the finest vessels to ply the western seas. In reward for our service, High King Emmerich granted us the Duchy of Sisters. We rule with care and compassion for all, even the Mornards.
See? Okay. So another theory. I feel like that all of the nobles are in it together. Like the Menards and the Duforts are not enemies. They just do this so that... Sorry, got a error on my phone. But they just make it look like... Okay, so my other theory, Lady Arabelle, Lord Bacaro, innocent. All of the nobles in High Isle are the Ascendant Order. And they take in the common folk and raid these ships and stuff, so the war keeps going, so they keep getting money. That's my other theory. Goodbye. Eesh.
Might I offer you a refreshment?
Jarkin?
Didn't think I'd miss this little soiree, did you? Listen, I have it on good authority from a very accommodating chambermaid, in fact, that the Duchess has been looking into the Ascendant Order on her own. Well, I've got a plan.
Kind of plan, Jarkarn.
Jakarn, waiter, Fred. I'm in disguise. I told you about the chambermaid, right? She's one of the Duchess's personal assistants. Well, she told me where the Duchess keeps her sensitive documents.
Now this dude can get into anywhere, and I mean anywhere. The Duchess told me about her investigation. What's your plan?
Nobles and the upper staff never pay attention to the common help. I easily filched a key from that stuck-up steward Hercian. While I cause a distraction, you go take a look. Duchess Alea has a private study somewhere beyond the northeast door.
What sort of
I'll
distraction?
lure the guards away from the doors, but I'll need your help. Talk to one of the musicians and ask them to play the tune Stagger and Sway. It's an old favorite of mine. I'll take care of the rest.
All right, let's go talk to the players.
Something you need, friend?
I want to request a song.
I don't really take requests. Duchess Alea provided a list of approved songs she wanted performed. That one definitely isn't one of them. Not that she would notice. I don't think anyone is really listening to the music.
Would this buy me a song?
It's good to see that someone appreciates the arts. All right then, you'll have your song.
Thank you, sir.
Lords and ladies of the court, I dedicate this song and dance to the most buxom, curvaceous, voluptuous of all royals.
That's it's a good distraction. Keep everybody distracted, dang it. Take that gold. I'm actually going to search a couple other things while I'm here. Take that. Search all these bookshelves for lore books. Nice. Nice, nice. Is there anything in here? Nope, there's nothing in there. Let me see. Get all the stuff that's in here too. Ooh, nice diagram. Pick. Wardrobe, flint, trunk. Trunk, yep. Boop. Boop. I'm just glad they're not doing anything to me. Ugh, they got rats in this place? The crap. Disgusting. Oop. All that. I love how they're just not doing anything. They're just like, yeah, whatever. Take whatever you want. Poultry. I don't want poultry. Take all that. Just let that guy kill everybody. Trying to find some motifs in here as well. But I don't think I will. It looks like went through and took all the stuff. Nice. Fix the stressor. I am getting a lot of stuff though. It's nice. Stressor's empty. Nice. Recipe. Bookshelf. Dresser. Bookshelf. Stand. Ooh, pattern. What's that? Bracers. Getting all the goods. Nice. Ah, give me a motif, dang it. You know there is one in here. I already searched this stuff. I did not. Nice! That is what I'm talking about. Excuse me, do you know where the bathroom is? I'll pick that. That. I think we're... I don't know, I haven't gone through here, I don't think. I love how the servants are just like, yeah, whatever. Go ahead and do whatever you want. Search the desk. I have too many lockpicks. Said something about coconut milk. I think I already hit all of this. Yeah, I hit all of that already. Okay, let's go. Let's change up. Go back. What? Oh, hello. You dead? Okay. There's this. Ooh, yes! That's what I'm talking about! Got the motif. I already have that one, but I'm okay with that. That's fine. You can sell it. Sell it to the highest bidder. I think I already got all this stuff, so let me go back this way. And... empty. I got all this stuff. Yep, got that. What's good, homie? Give me your gold. Okay. Over here. Hello. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Who in the world? Mage! Mage, what's up? What's it doing, bro? How you doing? Three locations. And... note. What the heck? We're under attack! I better get all this stuff before I go back out then. No, okay. Let's go see what the heck's going on. We're returning to the courtyard. Ooh, this hasn't been open. Nice. 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 Okay, how the heck do I get out here? That way. Mage! How's your holidays going? Oh shoot, everybody's dead! Okay. Oh, that sounds scary. Yep, they're all dead.
This was a warning. No one is beyond our reach.
Yeah.
Stand aside and you will find a place in the new regime. Stand against us.
Why can't I attack him?
Drop to your knees.
Interesting. Whee.
Oh, good. You're all right. It seems our adversaries decided to send a message to all those in attendance. Submit or die. A classic. Did you uncover anything useful before the Ascended
Duchess
Magus
Leia
made
has been
his
investigating the
entrance?
Ascended Order. I have her notes.
I see. Clearly, Duchess Leia's investigation hasn't gotten very far. Perhaps we can make better use of the leads she's been developing. But we have little time to waste. The Ascended Magus demonstrated real power.
What do you mean?
Did you notice how the ground shook when he unleashed his storm? That's not a magic I've seen before.
So I'm gonna guess it's gonna
Somehow
be
his
the
storm magic is
druids.
causing earthquakes. At least he hasn't recovered the Alliance leaders yet. We still have time. Because the Ascendant Magus has made a show of wanting us to fear him. Why would he care if he had what he wanted and couldn't be stopped? No, the royals elude him, somehow. But his magic...
Wonder what?
Among the other problems plaguing High Isle, lava vents have begun to open in random locations. Between the ground
So it might be the
shaking and the
druids.
storms, could the Magus have stirred the volcano? Let's return to my manor so we can study these items more closely.
Goodbye. Alright.
Lord Baccaro, it may not be safe to return to Steadfast Manor.
Nonsense. I refuse to hide from these cretins. I'll double my guard, but they won't drive me from my home.
Very well. I'll check in with you later.
Yeah, he's gonna get captured. Okay, well, my first theory was wrong because, well, unless he can make a duplicate of himself, there's no way that he could be in two places at once. So, I think I was wrong on the first one. But I still have my second theory, that all the nobles are in on this together, because none of them were there, as you can tell. So, I'm wondering if the Duforts are the ones behind it, but I could be wrong on that too. Oh, goodness gracious. But we're gonna find out. Go up here. Whee! Dang it. Oh, there we go. Boom. What? How did I still get hurt? Mage, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Are you... Well, no, you said you get off on Fridays. What you up to today? I know you said you were taking a break this week. Oh, shoot! Yes, that was great. That was perfect timing. Thank you for that. That was hilarious.
You give them too much credit. An earthquake destroyed the Gonfalon Colossus.
Yes,
I have visited High Isle several times over the years. Never have I seen the ground so restless. It is alarming.
That was hilarious.
Could Sachi be right?
Not the
Could
statue
the
falling,
Ascendant
but
Order
the
be causing these
air
tremors
horns
and
right after.
eruptions?
The Ascendant Mages said the old regiments will be swept away in a storm of fire.
Storm and fire. I am troubled. If the Ascendant Magus
What the
can use
heck?
powerful
His like
storm
things
magic
right here
against
are
his
not moving
enemies,
with his mouth.
does he
They're
also
staying
command
still.
the tremors and
That's
volcanic fissures?
scary.
It is maddening to even contemplate.
Lady Arabelle suspects a link between the storms and the volcanic activity.
Oh, Zaji is right to worry then. The loss of a monument might be the least of our concerns if the Ascendant Order can rouse the volcano. Lady Arabelle is inside, friend. Perhaps she'll know what to do.
Bye. And before those before when we looked at the Colossus statue, those like the scaffolding wasn't there, so I wonder what was going on with that.
Was it too much to hope that one of High Isle's nobles would openly admit their guilt? Ah, well, at least we can rule out Duchess Alea. Her notes make it clear she was caught off guard by the attack on the delegates' ships. And this map. Interesting.
What about the map?
If this map really points to sites important to the Ascendant Order, then it's our best lead so far. Here, my dear, take this with my thanks. With your continued help, we'll find the royals and discover who's behind the Order before long. We must.
Fleet.
The map you acquired.
Nice. Holy cow. Man, we leveled up a lot.
Queen Irene and Prince Ernskar.
Nice.
As the line from the Investigator Veil books reads, there's always another mystery. Let's get to it, my dear.
Do you recognize any of the locations on the map?
One is clearly the Dufort shipyards, where the
Gain
house
one
constructs new vessels.
Yeah,
Another
that's
is
what I'm
near
talking about.
Stonewall Grove,
Achievement unlocked.
home to a
Life of the
circle
party.
the Druids.
Nice.
The third appears to be a cave near Tor Drayak. A strange set of disparate locations indeed.
Where should we start?
I'll leave that to you.
Don't leave that to me. I'm not very good with that.
Here. I'll send Jakan to the docks, Captain Colleen to the cave, and Valencia to the grove. Rendezvous with them at each location and see what you can uncover about our rogue knights.
I'll return after we've searched all 3 locations.
We don't know what the Ascendant Order is doing out there, but hopefully something at one of those locations will lead us to our missing royals. But do be careful. I'd hate to see such a capable agent get hurt while assisting me.
Did you see what happened to the Colossus of Gonfalon?
I did.
How did you see it?
I arrived just in time to see part of it collapse.
What?
As much as it saddens me to see the proud...
She was not even outside!
We have more pressing problems.
Again, that's why I'm very suspicious of her.
I'll mourn the Colossus of Gonfalon Bay after the Alliance leaders are safe.
Let's discuss what we know so
A
far.
review of the evidence. Excellent idea. Lord Bacaro is sponsoring peace talks here on High Isle. But the ships carrying High King Emmerich, Queen Irene, and Prince Ernskar never arrived. We suspect the Ascendant
Sad
Order is
face.
somehow
So sad. The big The big statue fell. The big boys fell. The big boy fell. So sad. Thank you, Mage, for that appropriate sound. Right. The captain said a storm wrecked the ships. We know the Ascendant Magus uses storm magic.
An excellent deduction. They also noticed that
Really?
the Ascendant Magus and Lord spoke with the accents of Breton nobility. We believe a High Isle noble is funding this band of rogue knights. Then you recover this map from Castle Nevere.
I remember. Its list cites the Duchess Leia believes our... Gosh, I can't read. I remember. It lists sites that Duchess Leia believes are somehow important to the Ascendant Order.
Precisely. Since we also know that the Ascendant Order is still looking for the missing royals, we'll use them to point us in the right direction. Investigate the 3 sites on the map and learn everything you can, my dear. Leave no stone unturned.
I will not, Lady Arabelle DeVoe. Okay, goodbye. Alright, so our next challenge is going to those 3 spots. See, now the scout... How the heck did they get the scaffolding down so fast? What kind of garbage is this? There's some fishy garbage going on here. Okay, well, anyways, so we will stop here. I know that it's such a short stream, but we're going to stop here. We'll pick up where we left off. What is tomorrow? Christmas. Okay, so not tomorrow, since tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We want everybody to be with their families. Want everybody to be okay. But we will, and then Sunday's Christmas. So maybe Monday. I don't know. I'll see. If I'm not staying over at my uncle's, then maybe Monday. But if not Monday, then Tuesday. We'll pick this back up, and we'll begin on the quest again for High Isle DLC. But I just want to say thank you all so much for coming out, for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Thank you to Mage for the great sounds, sound alerts that he sent. It was fantastic. He played them so perfectly. But definitely go check out Kill the Mage first. Great guy. Does a lot of great content. I know he's been playing Mario Party for the past couple of streams. He's not streaming this week, or I don't know either for the rest of this week. I know he's not streaming for the rest of this week. I don't know about next week. Probably not next week, since next week on Saturday is New Year's Eve. He'll probably not do that. But he might do his Thursday stream. So definitely go check him out. It's Kill the Mage first. All lowercase, no spaces. Spelled out, Kill the Mage first. And also go check out Reggie Soma, capital R, lowercase EJI, underscore, capital S, lowercase OMA, Reggie Soma. He does a lot of great content too. I think he's been playing Monster Hunter, is what he's been playing these past couple times. They were doing Mario Kart at one point. I don't know if they're doing that anymore. But definitely go check both of them out. They're fantastic. And thank you again, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful holiday season. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For those who celebrate Hanukkah, Happy Hanukkah. For those who celebrate... oh, goodness. I feel so bad for not knowing this. It starts with an R, I believe. Radicon? Nope, that's a lie. Let me look this up real quick. I don't want to get it wrong. I'm gonna feel super bad if I say it wrong. So, December. Holiday. Kwanzaa. Sorry, I am so bad with that. Sorry. So if you celebrate Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. And to any other holiday, happy holidays to y'all. Have a wonderful week. Thank you again so much for being here with me. It's been a great pleasure. It's been awesome. I love having y'all here. It's so much fun. And thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful holiday season. Have a great remainder of your day. And I will see y'all later. Bye. Um, and I'm sorry, I'm still here, but I just again thank y'all so much. It's been great. Um, don't have too much fun, if you know what I mean. Um, but definitely have fun. Have fun with have fun spending time with your families. Enjoy your families. Enjoy this time you get to spend together. It's a wonderful time. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the best time because we get to be together with our families. We get to be exchange gifts if you do that. And no problem, Mage. Merry Christmas to you too. I really appreciate your support as well, and thank you so much. I don't know why your message didn't show up on my thing, but thank you so much. Sorry, I was not ignoring you, but I appreciate your support and being here and helping me so much. So, have a great holiday season, everybody. Enjoy yourselves, and I will see y'all next time when I stream either on Monday or Tuesday. And again, check out Kill the Mage First and Reggie Soma if you can. Peace.